I'm going to be breaking down the very first session of a send to a guard with my friend TJ's dog, Braun. Awesome, awesome dog. One of my favorite dogs. So this is his very first session on send to a silent guard. So here you can see the dog is a little bit confused. Oh, we are using a table. The table makes things so much easier. It already implies a weight exercise, so a stay in your place exercise. Now, Braun is confused here, very first session, so I'm helping him out. He's such a clear-headed dog. I'm able to take over and kind of assist him without him being too weirded out by it. So he's what I'm doing is I'm waiting for him to pay attention to me, lock up, and then that's when he gets a reward. You notice in the beginning he kept looking at his handler, and I took over and just kind of was telling him, hey dude, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. There are definitely different ways to do this. This is just one way that we did this. So that little tap with the leash, this is me letting him know, dude, gotta pay attention. This dog is very handler aware, and it's a good thing, but at the same time, in some of the protection phases, we want to make sure the dog is locked on the helper.
All right, so if he makes a mistake, guard.
Part of the process, part of the learning process is to make mistakes, not the end of the world. You can tell Braun's clear-headed enough to reset without a problem. That second scent was much better. And a reward for locking up nice and silently and very active on the helper. The reason we're doing this in PSA, there are scenarios in which the dog will be sent to a helper, not for a bite, but for a guard, whether it's an active guard or a silent guard. And so TJ wants to teach the silent guard here. Later we'll be working on the active guard, but for now, just helping him with the silent guard. You can see me using the clatter stick. I'm just letting him know by tapping the table slightly. I'm keeping his attention on me, just in case he thinks about checking back with his handler. Much better right here. You can see the confusion is starting to fade away. He's starting to get the hang of it, which is why it's great. Awesome tool to have a table. I love tables, platforms, foot targets. They just make training so much easier. So you can build on so many things. So OUT, I spell it. I don't want to say it in front of the dog, so it just becomes a habit here. So out and then guard.
You want to reward if he bites, we'll just tell him NL or something.
Just explain to TJ, part of a mistake could happen, not a huge deal. But he did really good on this one. He did slip. He overshot it a little bit and he slipped forward. I don't think his intention was to bite at all, so we didn't penalize him for that slight bump. To me, that was a good repetition, especially after so many reps of helping him out. He did that all on his own, just slightly slipping into the helper, not the end of the world. Didn't put his teeth in the helper. And Braun is an awesome dog. He picked this up in one session. By no means is he proficient yet, but it would have taken other dogs, less clear-headed dogs, more sessions than this. For my dog, it certainly would have been the case. Clear-headed Braun-like dog, one session.